Okay, guys, let's head down there and win those talons from Jean Bisson. Sly, try to keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you.
Alright, let's get on with the lumberjack games.
Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack games.
Think you got what it takes to win the clockwork talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Enjoy the moment while you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's first event will be a power chopping contest.
Alright.
Anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let them try. Not bad, Hippo. But watch and learn as I destroy that log without even breaking a sweat.
Okay.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on Bassan, and the angry eagle parent should swoop in and throw off his axe timing.
Alright, so for those who don't know, we ended up acquiring the eagle egg from going out on that giant iceberg that was out on open waters. The eagles seem to have noticed and they're trying to take back this egg. I don't think so, brother. We're almost there. It's amazing how the other guards, like the judges, they don't even notice.
What? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right?
Oh, okay, this is how you play. That's sad.
Your pink friend knows how to handle an axe. Let's see how you handle a vertical wall of ice.
This is the one obstacle that I always be stumbling on the most. Because there are certain wall hooks that I'm trying to get, but the game doesn't allow me to, therefore it halts my momentum to an extent. Alright, this time it didn't, but there have been times where I've went through something like that. It was very annoying.
Hurry! Use those grapples to hook onto Bisson. You will need to hook him with all 3 lines to pull him off the wall.
Alright, got one. Got the other. Oh, that was too high. Yeah, that was too high.
It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again. Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly gave me a score other than 10?
Dude, this is so stupid. Like, you obviously didn't pass that, so why are you forcing the judges to give you a positive score?
Fortunately for you, I've saved my best event for the last, the spinning log competition.
Okay, looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
Alright. I also realized I do have the alarm clock gadget for Sly, but I forgot to assign it with a certain button. Oh boy. So far, so good. Ooh. Oh! Ooh.
You're one lucky turtle. I'll give you that. But now, watch how a skilled log roller does it.
This is crazy. John Bisson's got those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray. Those guys need to go. Okay, I'm just making this up on the fly, but what if I were to lure the judges one by one into that cave? Once inside, you two will knock them out and take their clothes.
Ingenious! When all 3 judges have been restrained, we'll be able to don our disguises and take their place at the judges' table. Sly, you can use the alarm clock gadget to distract the judges and lure them into the cave.
That's a great plan, Sly, but you'll have to move fast. Once John Bisson finishes the log rolling event, the gig is up.
Alright, I gotta assign the alarm clock gadget to a certain button. Oh, and by the way, this is all the gadgets that I've acquired so far, but I am aware that there are 3 specific ones that I can get through cheat codes. And there's Bentley. There's Murray. Now I'm the only person left. There we go.
Consequences for incorrect scores. Wait a second. You aren't the judges I hired. It's the scrawny raccoon and his annoying friends. Well, if you want the challenge, then why don't you just take them?
Jesus, this dude whipped them.
Oh, my aching head. Those talons really pack a punch. Sly! Murray! Wake up!
Yeah, I'm awake, but not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
Where are we? What's going on?
This looks like the sawmill control room. Bisson must have thrown us in here for interrogation later. I, for one, would like to escape before he returns.
It looks like we're pretty well sealed in here. Unless
Unless what?
Unless you can fit through that hole.
I think I could squeeze through there. I'll drop down and try to free you guys from the outside. If there's any trouble, I'll call with this walkie-talkie. You might be able to help me with these sawmill controls.
While you guys do that, I'll try prying open that steel door. Given enough time, I might be able to make some progress.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Bentley. And remember to shout if I can help you from up here.
Bentley, you okay? I can't see you from in here, but I heard the fall.
I'll be fine. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Well now, Candy Britches. I should have figured a puny turtle like you'd find a rat hole to squirm through.
Well, I just dropped my glasses, had to come pick them up.
I ain't like you, boy. I ain't stupid. When y'all were unconscious, me and my boys paid a visit to your hideout and found all them clockwork parts. Lucky thing, too. Arpeggio is willing to plunk down a king's ransom for the whole lot. I even threw in the talons.
You sold all the clockwork parts? Arpeggio has them all?
I wouldn't expect one of your kind to understand the finer points of commerce. You turtles are too stupid to know a woodcutter from a woodchuck.
That's it. Time I showed you just how stupid we turtles really are. Sly, on my command.
I hear you.
Prepare yourself, Bisson. En garde.
Okay, Walnut. Get ready for a smushing.
Call out which lever I should pull.
Now this is different.
Then done.
For the majority of the game, we've had to take on each member of the Claw Gang as Sly, and I guess Murray, but this time, Bentley gets a shot. And the interesting too is that he doesn't even have to lay a hand on him.
How's that? There you go. Bam! Okay.
Cook 'em.
Yep. All right.
Logs.
There you go.
Saws.
Uh-huh.
Logs.
10-4.
Blades.
Eat dynamite, turtle!
Also, now he gonna toss dynamite.
Bam!
Logs.
All right.
Come on.
Okay. Yep.
Blades.
On it.
Come out, boys. Let's get to killing.
We're almost there.
Blades.
How's that?
Saws.
Done.
What? Oh, I did not mean to do that to myself.
Tarnation! I've been done in by some four-eyed turtle? Times have changed.
Once again, Braids triumph over Brawn.
Good job, little buddy. That was some fast thinking.
Don't forget about me.
You did a great job opening that door, Murray.
Thanks.
Attention, John Bisson. Arpeggio's carrier Blimp will arrive to pick up the Northern Light battery in exactly 1 minute.
Okay, enough patting ourselves on the back. If we're going to get the clockwork parts back, we need to get onto that blimp.
The silo battery isn't far. If we run, we can make it.
Enough talk, let's move.
Shake a leg. That blimp's on its way.
Hold on. Gotta... Okay. We gotta get to that Northern Light battery. And here we are. Damn, dude. Just as we were about to have all of Clockwork's parts all together for it to be destroyed, John Bisson, he decides to give them away to Arpeggio. God damn, dude. All of that work, all that traveling, just to get that plot twist.
As we shut ourselves into the Northern Light battery, it became black. For a few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness. No one dared to talk for fear that Jean Bisson's men might discover where we were hiding. Time seemed to have stopped. And then, we felt it. We were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our schemes had been stolen from us. our clockwork parts were gone. Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst. He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him.
Alright, we've made it this far into the story. Here we are at episode 8. This is the last episode in the story, and the last place we have to head on to is Arpeggio's blimp, because he has every single one of Clockwork's parts that he plans to use to reconstruct the ancient bird. So we gotta prevent Arpeggio from doing such a thing. So without further ado, let's get this started.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the clockwork parts for their criminal schemes, and now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together, and when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Alright, and we've made it onto Arpeggio's blimp, even though it's exactly in the background, but we're still on here. Hold on, I heard an egg crack. Oh, it's right over there. Woo! Oh my god. Yeah, these enemies are gonna have no chill whatsoever. Okay, there we go. Because I could have sworn there was an achievement where I had to destroy 5 of those eggs, but hey, now I know.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling clockwork, that's where you'll find it.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build the plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving clockwork.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
Alright, time to get on here. Okay. Alright.
I had no idea they could reassemble clockwork so fast.
Calm down, Bentley.
Still blows
He might
me
be in
away.
one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, alive. Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwork's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
But as you can see, there's Clockwork fully built entirely.
These magnetic inducers seem to be holding the Clockwork parts together. I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close.
By the way, if you go ahead and pickpocket these guards, you're already going to have a head start in getting the keys that you will need to unlock that security system that's over there. Or that terminal, as I should call it.
Clockwork appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's Arpeggio. Neela? Neela's here too! I can't believe it! She must have been working with Arpeggio all along! There he is, the mastermind behind this blimp and the source of all our problems. I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Neela and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwork, and it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwork from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwork apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
Jesus, dude. Arpeggio and Neela, they teamed together to rebuild Clockwork. Now, the question is, which one of them is going to, don the evil owl? And as I mentioned earlier, if you pickpocketed these guards beforehand, you won't have to do much work in doing so this time around. Therefore, you just have to pick their pockets once and then get the keys that way. Hello?
Now get to the speed control station to slow down the spinning inducers.
I really gotta be careful with these guards, because they're a bit tougher than all the other ones we've encountered throughout this game.
Now that the inducer decks are spinning slower, get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
Alright, we got one. Alright, we got this side. Now we gotta go on over to the other one and deactivate these other two. There we go. Woo!
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But, by Jove, it seems to have locked the Clockwork parts into place. Excellent.
Sly Cooper! Of course this would be your doing.
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuits and be born anew.
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality! Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes. But not me. No, I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members, all the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Ah, but acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwork alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
Splendid! That's right. Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give Clockwork his spark of immortality. Ah well, my new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
This is preposterous! You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the Clockwork frame or...
Behold, Kalakla is born!
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the Clockwork frame and the Union has produced Clockla. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I could only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Clockla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack. Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, but they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through tonight.
Alright, We technically won the Lumberjack games in the previous episode, but we were unable to reclaim Clockwork's talons because in a plot twist, John Bassan decided to sell all of the parts that we had gathered throughout the course of the story over to Arpeggio so he could rebuild the owl himself. And once we made it over to Arpeggio's blimp and we were able to see how much progress was made, well, let's just say he ended up making that progress a lot quicker than when we thought. Neela decided to team up with Arpeggio to rebuild Clockwork, only to then shortly stab him in the back, along with stabbing Carmelita, Interpol, the Cooper gang, anybody that she has worked with throughout the course of the story, just so she could be the one to bring Clockwork to life, hence why we saw her present herself as Clockla. Talk about wanting to be the main character in all of this. Neela is just that. For anybody who doesn't know, I do intend on getting the Platinum Trophy and just getting 100% achievements overall on this version of Sly 2. So far, I only have 6 more achievements to complete. These two here, I'm definitely going to achieve just by completing the episode, but these other ones I am going to have to do in my spare time. Although I might do them on a video, I'm not too sure, but all I know is that we are very close to getting Platinum Trophy on this version of Sly 2. For anybody who was curious, by the way. Before I end the video, I do want to take a moment to say that we are approaching 2025. We are less than 24 hours away until the new year finally kicks off. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have a lot of goals and aspirations that you probably want to achieve going into 2025. For me personally, I know there are some things that I do want to achieve in the new year, but I also do believe that if you want to get a head start over everybody else, you might as well start now rather than waiting until a new year starts, so that way you don't get used to the habit of holding off on something over and over and over again until you end up realizing that whatever you were aiming to achieve, you never ended up achieving it at all because of how often you held off on that goal. Whatever it is that you're aspiring to achieve, whether if it's on a professional level or whether it's on a personal level, I genuinely hope that you guys put in a lot of work, you put in a lot of effort into achieving whatever you're aspiring to accomplish, because at the end of the day, we all want to win. We all want to win. I know I do, and I genuinely want y'all to win as well with whatever it is that you're aspiring to achieve in 2025 and beyond. So please, do not waste the opportunity. Do not waste your time. Get to work, work on your grind, and make something of yourself so that way people can look at you as somebody who did not hesitate to put in the work and grind for as much as possible, even if it meant that you had to sacrifice some things along the way. Keep on grinding, keep on hustling, so that way everybody can look at you as somebody who they can respect because of how committed they were to their grind into being successful at whatever it is that they're studying to be successful at. But with that being said, whether you're watching this video on my YouTube channel or on my Rumble channel, if you guys enjoyed today's vid and you're looking forward to more videos in our series on Sly 2 Band of Thieves, please be sure to drop a like on the vid, but also don't forget to hit that subscribe or that follow button along with that bell notification as well. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Discreet, and I'll catch you in the next video. And I wish y'all a happy new year.